Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to a Monster Legends sneak peek video. I am on Chinchilla Leaks. If you want to follow along, there's a link in the description. And so let us begin. I want to start off by saying that this thing you're seeing right in front of you, this calendar, this is official. Everything after the calendar is not official, it's not confirmed, so it's always possible that Soldier Point may change something until the monster is officially released, and by that I mean not even being in the monstergram. Until a monster is officially available to players, that's when a monster is actually released. So with that being said, let's talk about the next few days. So right now I'm recording this on August 26th, and what is it, Wednesday? So Thursday we have basically the same stuff as today, but then on Friday, that's when the Raiders of the Storm Maze is going to start. That's where we can get Lindworm, that hardy looking monster, and then we also have a Teddy VR and Seaquake breeding event, and then Nemesis days. On Saturday we have the Raiders of the Storm Maze continuing, the Teddy VR Seaquake breeding event, and Nemesis days, and the Vault Keys challenge, so nothing too crazy, although next week we're going to get the Kraster Tails event. And so the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of players have been telling me, Armor, you have to check out these two new monsters. So I don't know anything about them, so I'm going to be curious how good they are, how not good they are. You know, Seaquake was kind of a disappointment, so we'll see how these two monsters compare. So let me exit out of that, and we'll start off with Kraster. So this is the monster next week. This is going to be a Tails monster, so let me tell you, start saving your gems. You're going to need 150 gems minimum to get this monster. So let's see, Blood Rain deals massive nature damage. Oh, is he going to be nature? Deals massive nature damage to one enemy, gains... Okay, he might be our lifesteal monster. Removes 30% of total life from all enemies. Okay, Cutting Roots is going to be really good because, especially since this is a free-to-play monster, if you battle Bombeta, you can honestly give this monster 3 speed runes, go first, Cutting Roots, Bombeta is going to lose 90% of total life, or even a Daedalus. So even if you have a rank 100, a rank 0, level 100 Kraster, the fact that you can go and just, hey, let me do 30% of total life, and the reason is because they have Megaton and they absorb it 3 times, so 90% of total life. That is pretty awesome. I like it. I like that a lot, just in as a way to counter like a competitive monster like Bombeta and Daedalus, and even Solar Flare. I mean, heck, if you can damage Solar Flare and then this monster goes and does the Cutting Roots after Solar Flare did Megaton, you're good to go. Although you'd probably want to do it before because Solar Flare actually applies damage protection, so he'd block that 30% and it would be 15 times 3, so only 45%. So with Kraster, it's about going first and getting that total life, and then maybe if you can just res him again or do something. So definitely some synergy. Like, for example, if you have Lawn Rat and your Kraster dies, you can bring him back immediate extra turn, Cutting Roots again. Ooh, I'm liking that. Let's see, Fleeing Roar applies double damage to itself. I don't care for that. Half life slash removes 50% of total life and heal. This is a very nice skill. You know, we do have monsters that do just a percentage life removal, but this monster is also like, I'm going to heal myself with the amount of life I just took from you. That is pretty awesome. Hence I think the design, right, with the mouth in the middle. That's pretty fitting for this monster. Alright, let's see what else we have. Leech Seed deals moderate nature damage, gains as much life, so life steal. Mad Cut deals low nature damage, applies bleed, AoE, bleed, and regen. That's pretty good, I think, because normally a monster does a dot or a monster does life regen. Here you get the best. You get a dot and you get life regen. Applies damage boost and that's whatever, and bleeding, that's whatever. All right, so the monster is not that impressive, to be honest. If you just look at it holistically, it's not that impressive. But at the same time, what makes the monster impressive is the Cutting Roots and half-life slash. Especially Cutting Roots against Megaton monster. That's what I'm really liking. So I mean, obviously there's no easy way. If you have a 100 and you're facing 130s, 140s, 150s, there's no easy way to take them down. But I think what Kraster does offer is the chance to just take away 90% of total life from a Megaton monster. So that in itself is very valuable. So I do like that a lot. Let's see, Clivia and Alpha Clivius have understood that being killer plants won't be enough to survive the cosmic era. For this reason, they've relieved their spores to mix with the rain of stardust. So they basically mixed and created this monster. He's an armed killer plant. Okay, I wonder what his trait's gonna be. Nature attacker, lifesteal, true damage skills. Oh, there we have it. Unranked hardened, he can block resurrection. Ooh, that's pretty useful too. Considering how much healing we saw he has, right? He has double healing to himself. This skill gives life regen, this one life steals. This one 50% total life and heal. Considering, I imagine he's going to be very sustainable, so the fact that this monster, or maybe it's a she, considering this monster is going to be able, no, it's he, although it looks like a she right here. This monster, though, is going to be hard to kill with all the lifesteal and the life regen, and at the same time, you can block the enemy from reviving. So this is automatically like a slap in the face to Rotten, who has Resurrection. So that's pretty cool. And you even get a Status Caster regen. So yeah, once again, just making it harder to kill this monster. Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's nothing too crazy. But at the same time, this Cutting Root skill is going to be super valuable, I think, moving forward. Especially if you're free to play or a low spender. This might be the way you take down those Megaton bases. Alright, then we also have Lindworm. And yeah, we're going to have to click on that to see it. But here is Kraster. Alright, and then here we have Lindworm. Yeah, he looks like Hardy to me. He's like a metal Hardy. A dark Hardy actually, but the skin makes him look metal to me. Alright, let's see what Lindworm has to offer. I gotta say, I do love the design of this monster. He's like a Time Lord. Looking at traits, we have Hardened, we have Immune to Cooldown Activation, Permanent Immune to Cooldown Activation. So take that, Kodama, take that, Siamese, and at rank 3, you get Immunity to Possession. So take that, Black Feather, take that, anyone else that relies on Possession. Alright, let's see, Age Oversee. Deals low dark damage to enemies, applies curse to enemies, transforms on enemies. We get our baby monster! No way! And see, I think I talked about this in the previous video. It might have been with Solar Flare. I've noticed Soldier Point was releasing a lot of Immune to Control. Immune to Control also blocks against Baby. So, you know, that's pretty valuable right there. Yeah, so that Immunity to Control definitely becoming more valuable. And I guess we have our first baby. Our first Cosmic Baby. We haven't seen Baby since Kronx. And really since Gerlich. I think Gerlich was the first. Then we had Kronx. And now we have Lindworm. Alright, and there might be another one I'm missing. You guys can let me know in the comments if that's correct. Alright, Countdown deals low special damage, applies a 3-turn death countdown to one enemy. Okay, previous to this monster, the only other monster that relied on death countdown, I guess, would be Morgs. Let's see, Earth Traveler activates cooldowns. Oh my gosh. We already have CDA, we have Baby, we have death countdown. This is basically like a cosmic Kronx from what I can tell. Greater times Curse deals moderate dark damage, applies Curse, removes positive effects. That's pretty good. Event restores cooldowns on one ally, removes negative effects. That's pretty good too, depending on the monster you're removing. Gives 1 extra turn. You have a turn transfer skill. Deals moderate dark damage, applies curse. Apply 3-turn death countdown to all enemies. Apply space time to itself and evasion to itself. That's really good too. The fact that you wait, why space time and evasion? That actually doesn't make sense to me. Why space time and evasion? I feel like I get space time to go with the theme. But basically evasion is like space time, just better. And then the ultimate removes positive effects from enemies, applies curse, applies mega stun to enemies, and 3-turn death counter. I mean, the ultimate is phenomenal, right? You're removing, you're doing the curse, you're doing, because curse will drain stamina, it'll be do 10 and 20% as well as HP. You mega stun, so they're mobilized for 2 turns, which means they're only gonna have 1 turn to cleanse or to kill you, or they're dead. Okay, so let me see. In terms of denial, you rely on transforming monsters into baby. The thing about baby is that when an enemy monster turns into a baby, they can't be targeted. So this is a good way to bypass Megaton monsters actually, because if you transform an enemy monster into a baby, a Megaton monster, you don't have to target that monster. You can actually attack the other 2 allies. So you know, it's a way to bypass that mechanic. And let's see, death countdown to one enemy, activates cooldown, so you have single CDA, deals moderate dark damage, applies curse. Okay, yeah, I don't know, like skills wise on paper he's definitely really good. Even the fact that he can just turn transfer. If this monster ends up being really, really fast, just the fact that he's turn transfer, it's like when Demise first got released. Basically, any monster you partner this monster up with, you might as well say they have the same speed because you can just turn transfer. And Hardy is actually really the only counter right now with his anticipation trait. But even then, like, unless Hardy can kill you, him getting an extra turn doesn't really do much. So for example, let's say you have Lindworm ranked up and you want to turn transfer over to someone else. You can totally do it. It's maybe someone who's better at denying. You can do that. Yeah, I like Lindworm. I think he's a phenomenal monster for sure. And the fact that he has immunity to cooldown, so even if you're slower than an enemy monster like Kodama that's faster and activates your cooldown, hey, you have the option. You can turn transfer into the monster you want to, or you can restore cooldowns with your, which one was it? With your revert event skill. So skill set wise, he's definitely one of the better monsters I've seen. I don't really like the fact that he relies on 3-turn death countdown, but honestly, you probably don't even need to rely on that. You can do Age Oversee for the Curse and Baby. You can do Era Traveler for the single CDA. You can do Sequence Bender for the Churn Transfer. And then you can do... Honestly, you'd probably at that point do Time Scourge for the Self Evasion. Yeah, I'm liking the monster. I'm liking the monster a lot. So, he's definitely the one to save for. And once again, he is going to be... Where is he? He's going to be the Raiders of the Storm Maze monster. So he's 100% free to play. If you bought the Golden Pass, you can use your tickets, try to get this monster ranked up. That is awesome. We're getting a really good monster in the maze. So guys, with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I am really curious to hear you guys' thoughts on these two new monsters. We have essentially a Cosmic Kronx, and we have Kraster, a lifesteal percentage damage output monster. So this is awesome. I'm looking forward to both of these monsters. With that being said, guys, I'm Noamori Gaming. Thank you all for watching, and remember to subscribe.